Mr. Assistant President, I rise to indicate that we'll not be opposing this motion, and wanted to give some additional context to the hydrogen space in New South Wales, because let's be clear, what the Labor government has announced recently, this July, 18 months after being elected, was simply the design of this hydrogen centre, and we'll be waiting at least another 3 years before the facility is actually built and presumably operational. And we've already established that the government is all spin and no substance with announcements like this. And I'm really not holding my breath that there will be a determined date. I mean, they've said 2027, but who knows? We can't actually trust the announcement of ministers of when these kinds of projects will be delivered and will be operational. The government was already dragged to a climate target of a 70% emissions reduction by 2035. In its own legislation, it saw no reason to rush forward to the process of getting to net zero. And in this announcement, announcing something that probably won't be here for at least another 3 years, it seems nothing has changed. There is no actual rush to get this done 18 months after being elected. And this was an election commitment by the government. 18 months after that was made, we see a design of this centre of excellence provided, like literally a photograph or a picture that's been designed. And where this comes from is a hydrogen strategy that the Coalition implemented in 2021. It was nation leading. It was Australia's biggest hydrogen plan, and it was about ensuring that green hydrogen jobs in New South Wales, knowing that they would outstrip those in the coal industry by 2050, and having to accommodate that through a proper industry strategy that had been thought out, that we had $600 million that we understood would be contributed to the economy by 2030 through the hydrogen industry and the strategy. And in 2021, we announced that we would be providing up to $3 billion in grants and waiving fees and charges for hydrogen producers, which would make the state one of the cheapest regions to produce green energy. So when we're talking about $25 million against a backdrop of $3 billion by the Coalition, it's very difficult to see how this warrants an announcement or particular celebration. This isn't even nation leading, as some of the media suggested. This is actually a policy borrowed off the Queensland Labor government that invested more than $50 million in a state-of-the-art hydrogen renewable energy training facility. So we don't really see much to celebrate here when we've got the context of previous hydrogen strategies.